Good morning, St. John's families. I hope that you are having a joy filled week and that you are staying safe and you are staying healthy during this crazy time. Each week this summer, I will be sharing a story from various children's biblical storybooks and picture books with your children, as opposed to our normal Godly Play format. If you look below in the description, you will find a link to a site called Sermons for Kids. This will take you to some great information about discussing the story with your children, as well as some activities to help them to explore, reflect, and respond on what they heard. This story is from a book of series that many of you probably know called the Arch Book series and is intended for our older children. In the link, there's also a description. There's also a link for a version that is from Desmond Tutu's storybook for children, which is for our little bit younger kiddos. So let's get ready with our prayer of 3 breaths. So let's close your eyes and calm our bodies. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. All right. So the story is The Princess and the Baby. The wicked king of Egypt was as worried as could be. Israelites, he fumed and fussed. That's all I ever see. They work our land, they breathe our air. Those Israelites are everywhere. If I'm not careful, some fine day, they'll up and take my land away. I'll make them suffer, then they'll leave, and Egypt will be mine. Those Israelites will know this king is not without a spine. He made them carry stones and sticks and great big heavy loads of bricks, and worst of all, he planned to kill the baby boys of Israel. Oh, what a wicked man he was to think of such a thing. But many of the Israelites were smarter than the king. They hid their baby boys from sight and kept them hidden day and night. They prayed and prayed that God above would help them with his strength and love. One mother tried to keep her baby quiet as a mouse, but every day the soldiers of the king rode by her house. If he should cry as they pass by, they'll know he's here and he will die. My baby must be kept alive. Somehow, some way, he must survive. And so that loving mother made a tiny little boat. With loving care, she made it strong, so it was sure to float. She dressed her baby in his clothes, then kissed him on his little nose, and tucked him in with blankets round to keep him warm and safe and sound. The baby's sister Miriam was puzzled through and through. "Why, mother," cried the little girl, "what are you going to do?" "You'll see," the mother said, "you'll see. Be quiet now and follow me." Then out the door with cautious eyes she looked for soldiers passing by. The way was clear. She gathered up her baby, boat and all. "Stay right beside me, Miriam. Be careful not to fall." They walked together 1 long mile until they reached the river Nile, and then the little girl began to understand her mother's plan. And when they reached the river's edge, they put the strong boat in, then laid the baby down inside. No water touched his skin. He didn't cry or make a peep. He simply yawned and went to sleep. The mother wiped away a tear. The king will never find him here. "Oh, mother," said the little girl, "I'll stay with him all day. If anyone should come, I'll just pretend I'm here to play." The mother kissed her daughter's face and held her in a long embrace. "My little girl," she said with pride, "has suddenly grown up inside." With the mother hurried home. She had been gone too long. Now would the soldiers start to think that something had gone wrong? Poor Miriam was all alone. She sat for hours on a stone and watched the baby slumber on. How strange it seemed with mother gone. Then suddenly she heard a sound upon the river path. "Three ladies," whispered Miriam. "They've come to take a bath." "Oh no, the one that's chattering, she is the daughter of the king. He murders little baby boys. I mustn't make a single noise." She ducked and hid, but all was lost. They'd seen the little boat. "Why, look!" the princess cried aloud, "a little baby boy afloat." She picked him up, and how he cried! "An Israelite," the princess sighed, "but he's so sweet, and sweet can be. I'll take him home to live with me." The ladies hadn't noticed that young Miriam was there, so she approached them now as if she didn't have a care. "Hello," she said, "I'm almost 9, and I don't you think the weather's fine? What have you there? Why, goodness me, is that a baby boy I see?" "Why, yes, it is," the princess said. "I found him floating over there. You'll need a nurse," said Miriam, "to give him proper care. I know a lady Israelite who'd nurse him for you day and night." The princess answered thankfully, "Please go and bring her here to me." When Miriam came back, she had her mother by the hand. Then, bowing low, the mother said, "I'll do what you command." The princess looked at her and smiled. "I'll pay you well to nurse this child. Take care of him until he's grown, and love him as your very own." The mother's eyes were filled with tears. Her heart was filled with joy. She praised the Lord for giving back her little baby boy. And Miriam was happy too, for deep within her heart she knew there must have been some reason why God hadn't let her brother die. The end. Have a wonderful week, my friends.